answered, and that was it.
Can you then?
So I can look back.
What
in
is the
minutes
answer again? What was the
To
answer?
the referendum question?
Yes.
Well, there were two referendum questions at two different meetings. One was regarding moving the county headquarters away from Joliet, and that would require a referendum. And
Okay.
then there was a question regarding bonding, and the answer to that was no, that there would not need to be a referendum.
I'll go back and listen to it, but I thought it was, I believe
It-
there are no, so I don't want an I believe. I would like it in black and white that there is absolutely no restriction on us to have a referendum. I would like that in written.
There,
I don't want a
Give-
verbal comment.
that's.
Julie, not sure you get to demand something, but I would,
Micah, that is our role as a county board member.
yes.
I think we're Julie, I think we're getting off the subject here. We're here to discuss, are we going to move forward with building new buildings? As Dawn brought up and I brought up, do we need the space? Then if so, here's the options we have in front of us that we've asked Wright and Associates to. And then we'll decide if we're going to go with City of Joliet or not. And then once we get all that information, then we'll decide how we're going to pay for it, if we're going to pay for it, if we're going to do it.
And
There's a
then
lot of
we-
ifs here, and we can't write down everything that we have said right here today about, oh, Mike had called me and said this, and Mike, I mean, we'd be buried in paperwork. I think we're getting off the subject here, because the subject is, do we want to build more buildings? And if so, what type would we do? That's the subject,
Where?
not how we're going to finance it, or we're going to go to referendum. And I agree, we have to be transparent to the taxpayers.
Yep.
But we can talk about this all day long and keep asking questions. It's going nowhere until we decide what we're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you for that. You summed it up very nicely. Mr. Balich, let me turn you on first. And I apologize to the next committee for going over.
No, I understand that the referendum is not needed. And I said this before, if we just go out and we spend money to do this, it's called the backdoor referendum. And then the public doesn't get the say in it. So we want to just go out and do a backdoor referendum and just all of a sudden tax everybody with, a new bond. All they do is update the bond. That's where they get the money from. So, I'm against a backdoor referendum, and I don't really know if we need all this, to build a giant building again. Where are we going? Do we need that much space? Do we have, I look around here and everybody in this building says they can't, they don't want to have anything out of their offices, but there's a lot of empty offices, so why can't we do something with this building for giving us more space? I don't get it. There's a lot of stuff. So when Dave's talking about a need, I'm not seeing the need right now. And I definitely don't like the idea of bonding again without going out to referendum. So for me, I'm just like, and then when we were told that we have to go to referendum to move out of Joliet, well, we didn't have to go to referendum about 10 years ago. Everyone agreed just go to New Lenox maybe. And it never came up that we had to go to referendum to change county seat or whatever. But regardless, why do we not know what we have here that we can actually do? Obviously, like the treasurer's department, the assessor's office, you go through them all, they're all going to say they need more room. They can't give any up. But if you look around, a lot of these places can give up some of their room. And maybe we can combine them. And then we have, they said, Jason said we can't go up. Well, why don't we get a second opinion? Because I think we can go up and build another deck. But just because White says so doesn't make White correct. Like if you have cancer, you go to two doctors. You go to the first one and then the doctor says, yeah, you've got to do this or that. You go for a second opinion, maybe a third opinion. So why can't we be doing that?
That's what we're trying to do, Steve.
Yeah, so I mean, we're always talking about which one of them things we want. That's what we
There's
talked
one
about.
need.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know, I don't personally know that we need it. So that's where I'm at. But I definitely don't like backdoor referendums.
Okay.
Judy and Deb.
Member